right, everyone, we are now going to work on Tuesday's activity for math. I'm going to go ahead and show you what that says. All right, the activity for Tuesday, we are going to be using a hundreds grid to model a decimal, discuss how each square is 1/100th, and how one column of 10 hundredths is equal to 1/10. The activity, I can't say that very well. The activity is to cut apart the decimal cards in the Many to Decimals game. And then we are going to choose a decimal and color it in on one of the decimal grids, choose another decimal and color it in on a second grid, and then write an expression comparing the two decimals. For instance, 21/100ths is less than 5/10. Continue comparing decimals with the grids until you fill one page. All right, so we're going to get started on that. Here are the pages. You were supposed to cut out these numbers right here. Super quick to cut them out. If you don't have printed copies, you're more than welcome to just draw some on some paper and cut those out. And then the grid page that you are going to need looks like this right here. If you don't have a printed copy, you're more than welcome to draw these as well. That would probably take some time though. All right, so the first thing to do is you cut apart the money cards, and here's our grid. Choose a decimal and color it in on one of the decimal grids. I think I'm actually going to turn it this way right here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 at the top. We have done something like this. We did it earlier this year. We had the grid paper like this. So I'm going to choose just two random decimals. I'm going to choose this one right here, which is 28/100ths. And then I'm going to choose this one right here, which is 7/100ths. All right, so in looking at this, the first thing to ask you to do is to color them in. So I'm going to choose to do, did I pick this one first? I think this one. I'm going to do this one right here. This is 28/100ths. So all of these together, these are 100 little units, and we're going to color in 28 of these because this decimal is 28/100ths. So I'm just going to write it up here so I'll remember what I'm doing. So this would be 1. Can you imagine if we had to color 1, and then 2, and then 3? That would take a really long time. Going straight down, you have a total of 10, so that would be considered a 10th. If this right here is a whole, then one whole line would be 10 of them. That would be considered a 10th. The 10th would look like this. That is a 10th right here. That's a 10th right here, 10/100ths, 10th, same thing. So this is equal. These are equal. All right, but we're going to do 28/100ths. So there's 10 of them. Here's 20 of them. And then here is 8 of them. That is 28/100ths, and that's the first decimal that we picked. All right, and then we had 7/100ths. So I'm going to put that one right here. 7/100ths. I'm going to pick another color. Let's go with like a purple. We're going to color in 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. And this would be 7/100ths. All right, and as you can see, most definitely 28/100ths is greater than 7/100ths. So the other thing you're supposed to do is to write an expression that compares the two decimals. So you literally, if you write them above here like this, you could do that is greater than that. 28/100ths is greater than 7/100ths. It says continue comparing decimals with the grids until you fill each page. All right, so then basically you could finish the rest of the page by doing the Other ones on here, you could just take them, you could just put them face down, and then you could just pick two. And if you wanted to, you could print more of these. You could do all of them if you wanted to. See if you could find some that are challenging. I'm looking through them right now to see if I have, for instance, if you were to have that one right there, which is 7/10, okay? And I don't see one in there. Maybe there's not. But if I had this one right here, what would it look like to have something equal but have more than 2 digits? It would look like these two right here. Okay, those two are equal. 7/10 is the same thing as 70 hundredths. And those two would be equal. All right, and that is your activity for today. It should be review. We have definitely done something like this before. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.